day of a balmy 9 degrees right now at 8 o'clock this morning. Good morning, everyone. The city's 311 call center continues to be swamped with calls about all the snow. This time, though, it's about what's happening with the snow as it melts. 311 receiving about 9,000 calls yesterday alone, with the average wait time per call about half an hour each to chat with an operator. On a normal day, the 311 hotline gets about 1,200 calls. The melting and freezing overnight is creating havoc in neighborhoods across the city.
We're starting to see that kind of sugary mashed potato snow out there as the warm weather melts all that snow off. So I would suspect people are getting stuck, having a hard time getting in and out of their communities, and in turn calling us. We're also seeing calls about pooling water, and so folks are calling to let us know about that as well.
The city now has a snow page, by the way, on its website. Just log on to calgary.ca/snow. On there, you can get specific links to get through to someone directly. The city, by the way, also has a 311 app available for Apple and Android devices. Canadian rocker Neil Young is in Regina tonight for concert number 3 of his 4-city anti-oil sands tour. Calgary is the final stop on Sunday.
I never believed in much, but I believed in you.
Neil Young playing Winnipeg last night. Before the show, Young criticizing the proposed Keystone XL pipeline, which would carry oil sands bitumen from Alberta all the way south to Texas. Young says a lot of people don't understand that oil will eventually end up in China, a country that Neil Young calls one of the dirtiest on the planet. The concerts are raising money for the Athabasca Chippewan First Nation Legal Fund. That fund is helping the First Nation fight against oil sands expansion and the federal government.
This is something that we have now. If we take care of it, everybody's going to look at it in the future and go, that is really beautiful. We're so glad we kept it, because now we're doing things differently, which we will do differently. We won't be in the fossil fuel age forever. We will move past this, and then we'll be going, oh my God, what did we do? Look at these areas. We killed all of this. It's not going to be a good thing for our grandchildren if we don't do something. And that's what this is about.
CAP, the Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers, is firing back at Young. CAP says Young is misinformed when it comes to the oil sands. The association is inviting the rocker to meet with oil executives when he's in Calgary this weekend.
Mr. Young may represent that rock stars don't need oil, but we would represent that Canadians very much do need oil. His rhetoric is ill-informed, it's divisive, and I think it does a disservice to Canadians, including those First Nations that he's ostensibly trying to help through his tour.
It's worth noting during yesterday's news conference, Shell Vice President Stephanie Sterling refused to comment specifically on the Chippewan First Nations legal challenge against a decision to approve Shell's Jack Pine mine expansion. Neil Young, by the way, plays at the Jack Singer Concert Hall this Sunday in Calgary. How much money do you think you'll need to retire? A new survey suggests the average Canadian feels they need $908,000 to live after they stop working. Wealthy Canadians think they need about $2.3 million in their golden years. Affluent Canadians, by the way, are defined in the poll as those with at least $1 million in assets that can be invested.